Okay.
Welcome to the show, The Total You.
Mm.
I am your hostess, Evangelist Faris Wallace, and I'm here under the direction of our church, Abundant Faith Cathedral, where our pastor is Bishop Joel T. Wallace. I have been focusing a lot on the mind, body, soul, and spirit, and it all coming together. And lately, we've been really talking about family. And so today we're going to be talking with a family member, and we're going to be discussing some situations that may have arisen because of family and certain things that she's had to go through. So I'm going to have her introduce herself.
Okay. My name is Rosina Taylor, and I am a family member to Bishop and First Lady Wallace. And I'm here to talk about aging and dementia and caring for your parents.
Ooh. And this is something that's becoming a lot more prevalent. What do they
Yes.
call it? The
Caregiver. Yeah.
but even more so, the X generation is taking care of
Their children
their
and their
children.
parents.
Okay, so you're the middle
Yeah.
generation. We're the middle generation now.
Yes.
Because the middle generation is taking care of their parents and their children's children.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
yeah, we're the generation of taking care of the grandchildren and the grandparent.
Yes.
So this is a lot to deal with, and this is where we want to talk about certain situations that arise and how to overcome them. And I'm going to say this: we just had a program about grandparents on the move,
Yes.
and we were talking about the situations that they get into. And now we're going to have a personal kind of a thing. So
Right.
tell us what happened to your family.
Well, my father passed like in 2001. Then shortly after that, we started seeing changes in my mom.
Okay.
And we knew it was like probably brokenhearted because they had been together so many years. But then as it went on, she started developing the forgetfulness and just doing things that it was really odd.
Okay.
And by my sister living next door, she was keeping an eye on and noticed that she was doing a lot of things that just weren't normal.
Okay. Okay.
So we, took her to the doctor and everything. They discovered that she had the dementia.
The Alzheimer's?
Yeah, Alzheimer's, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So they took her to treatment. So I'm going to say this. A lot of family members don't live that close.
No, they don't.
So it was very fortunate that you're connected that closely.
Right. That we are close too.
Yes.
Close as a family.
Okay.
So we all came together after they discovered that this is what it was, and my niece was staying with my mom at that time.
Okay.
And it was kind of difficult, but then eventually she finally, moved out and got her place, and she's doing well.
Okay.
And we had to figure out a schedule on how to take care of Mom.
Okay.
So we didn't want to take her from home because that was her environment. So, they do better in their own environment, I believe.
Okay.
We felt that way. So we took her, made a little schedule and tried to work with her that way. My brother and my sister, we did it, and he helped as well. He would sit in some nights and give us a break.
Okay.
All the children helped.
Okay.
All the grandchildren, they were there, even to the babies. Everybody helped. So we had a big family, unity to take care of her. But some people don't have that.
Right. A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people live like out of state.
Right.
And then they come to find out, well, my family member has gotten mental issues and problems. And it's like, well, what do you do? And they have to do it long distance.
Yeah, that's got to be hard.
It's harder for that family member to find that. And then you were there, but you said you made out a schedule?
Well, we had a little schedule. My sister would stay. Eventually, we ended up spending the night, like a 24-hour. We would both take 24 hours and stay with her. That's how we ended up doing it, because it was hard the other way, because I would have to go home. I had an animal to take care of as well, so I would have to go home. So we kind of figured it out to do a 24-hour thing. So it really worked out better that way. And she did well for a long time, and then that's when it really got bad at the end, which and Bishop know, because y'all came and you did Bible study, and we did everything to keep her going. But
Okay.
after a while, it gets bad. But I'm gonna tell you, there's some good things that come out of it as well
Okay.
because they a lot of times they don't know what they're saying and they having you laughing and you just be having a good time because they say so many things that's out of the order. And we got joy out of taking care of her. It was not a
Okay.
problem. We
Okay.
loved doing it because she did for so many people.
Okay.
I thought our house was a rooming house. She took care of so many people.
Okay.
And I always said, Mama, she said, don't worry about it. She said, the Lord has sent somebody to take care of me because she was the only child.
Okay.
And her closest cousin, which is Joel's mom, she had passed long ago. So we know they would take care of each other.
Okay.
But she had all the love that she can get
Okay.
from the family, people outside of the family, and it just worked out real well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But see, I'm going to ask a question. You said that you worked it out 24-hour shifts,
Mhm.
and I'm not sure, but correct me. Were you working a job
No,
also?
we were. Thank God we both had retired.
Okay.
And that's when she really started getting bad. So the Lord worked that out too. So we
Okay.
weren't working. And, I would stay my 24 hours and she would stay. That's how it ended up because the first time it was difficult the way we were trying to do it.
Because you were trying to go home
Back
and
and
take
forth,
care of
yeah, I was
your
trying,
home
yeah,
too.
trying to do it back and forth. And with my issues and my sister have issues and, we worked it out. It was better that way at the end, yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So there weren't a lot of health concerns on your part or your sister's part, because if there had been,
Yes, I
okay.
had health problems.
Okay.
I have health problems. I have
Okay.
fibromyalgia and arthritis,
Okay.
degenerative arthritis. And at that time, and my sister had problems with her neck, and
Okay.
the doctor he would come and show us how to roll her
Okay.
and do things properly. He came to the house. We were
Oh.
fortunate for our primary care doctor. He said, "Don't bring her no more because it's getting too hard for you."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I would get up and try to get her ready, and she'd been got back in the bed, and then she'd tell me some choice words, and we just couldn't get to the doctor that day.
Okay.
So the last time we took her, it was kind of bad. So he started coming out.
Oh,
He
that's an
started coming
awesome
out,
thing.
yeah, at
Yes.
least once a week, and then he'll pop in on Sunday. And I said, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Well, I know somebody's here with her." And he'll pop in there after church and come by and see about her.
Okay.
But we had a lot of help, and he was very helpful.
And see, that's the something a lot of us don't really access.
Hmm.
You had a doctor who was willing to make house
House calls,
visits.
yeah, I was shocked.
Yes.
I was surprised because I didn't know they did that anymore.
Yes.
But
And
he did.
and that's an unusual thing.
Hmm.
But if you're in the healthcare system, we have to be able to access, like you say, she can't go
Can't
to
take
the
her to the
doctor
doctor, no.
anymore.
Mm-mm. She had a lot of problems. She had a lot of things that went on with her body, that wasn't normal. And it kind of puzzled him because she one day woke up with blisters all over and they were bursting everywhere.
Okay.
And we just steady clean. It was a lot of work.
A lot of work.
When
Okay.
she had bad things happen, but otherwise,
It
we
was
enjoyed doing it.
okay.
We enjoyed doing
I'm
it to
going to
the
ask,
end.
okay, because you're not, a lot of family members don't know a lot of healthcare things.
No, they
So
don't.
did you go and take any training on how to
No,
do all this
we
or,
learned. We learned as we went.
okay,
The nurses would come and
okay,
we knew how to take blood pressure. We knew how to do the blood sugar. We had to
okay,
take her sugar every day.
okay,
And the diet and everything, she would eat everything that come in front of her. Then tell the next person she didn't even feed me.
okay,
But
okay,
she had a good appetite. So we didn't have those problems, but we still, we learned as we went. We had one time she went to the hospital and had to give shots. My sister said, "I can't do that." I said, "Well, I have to do it." We had to learn as we went, but
okay,
I didn't have a problem giving it to her to help
okay,
her in her stomach. So
okay.
we had to do that for a while after she had broke her
So
hip.
you had to learn all this.
We did. We learned while we went.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I'm going to ask, okay, I remember her laying in a hospital bed.
Hmm.
And I know that wasn't okay. You had to go and find a
Right.
hospital bed for it. So did you have any problems getting these
No,
resources?
they had the hospital bed. They gave us the Hoyer. She had a wheelchair,
Okay.
well, walkers and canes. She had everything.
Okay,
She
so
had all.
who did this?
They ordered it from when you go to rehab. They'll order
Okay.
everything that you need to
Okay.
go home with. Yes.
Okay. But that's only if, okay, she had to go to rehab.
Yeah, she went to
But
rehab.
what if I'm thinking of people who don't have to have rehab?
Right, but their doctor should be able to order everything that they need.
And see, you had a good doctor, but there are some doctors who
Won't
have,
tell you.
yeah, they're like a machine. It's a rotating, revolving door,
Yeah.
and all I want to do is get this money because this is a client of mine, and I can bill them to Medicare, Blue Cross, Blue
Right.
Shield, whoever, and I'll just have this money, and they really don't care about the
The
person.
patient. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you have to be an advocate for your mother.
Right. And anybody else that's sick in your family,
Yes,
and for yourself
yes.
as well. You know, you have to ask questions, you have to research, and do everything to stay healthy.
Okay.
Yes.
So just not just showing up and sitting in the waiting room while your mother was in the back room with the doctor. You had to
I
go
went
in.
in. No, we
Yes.
had to go in. I had to go in every time she went. I took her most of the time because
Okay.
I had a lot more patience.
Okay.
And then Erlene would take her when I couldn't do it, but
Okay.
I did it most of the time. So, uh, yeah, you had to go in there with her condition
Okay.
and answer questions. You had to know everything that was going on with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I recently had a situation where someone I knew was going to the doctor, and the doctors were just giving her medicines, just giving her medicines. Did you have a problem coordinating the medicines and the tests and things that she had to do, or?
No, when they sent her home, Jesus. They sent her home after she broke her leg,
Okay.
and they wanted to send her back to the rehab place where she broke her leg, and we told her no.
Okay.
She's coming home.
Okay.
We'll do it from home. And they had her on Oxycontin or something, one of those drugs.
Okay.
And it was like the doctor came by and he told us, he said, she ain't got much time to go. And I said, why? I said, she just had the surgery and she taking her med. When he saw those pills, he said a curse word.
Okay.
Don't give her no more of this
Okay.
blank. And
Okay.
after that, she turned all the way around. The pills had her so drugged, she didn't know. She could just limp.
Yes.
And why would you give somebody 80-something years old that type of medication?
Can I tell you why? To keep them calm and quiet and peaceful so that there's no trouble.
No.
Yes.
He took her off of that. And as soon as he took her off of that, and my brother, he was so mad. He said, "Oh my God, why he giving her that?" And all of a sudden, she started coming back to life.
Okay.
Everything started coming back. She started getting back normal, and we were just happy, just happy the way she was.
Okay.
No matter how she was, we were still happy and happy to take care of her.
And
we enjoyed that.
Yeah, when she can get on your last little nerve.
Yes. And she'll give us some choice words too.
Okay.
Yeah, because when they out of their mind, anything might come out. But she was funny. That was my mom. I just loved her so
There are a
much.
lot of people who have taken care of those who have gotten Alzheimer's. And a lot of people think that, okay, they don't remember anything. What they don't understand is they get like 100% stronger.
Yeah, they do.
And get them like 100% more active. And their whole schedule turns around. So, yeah,
They call them the night. He called them something. The night. Everything happens at night. She would be up all times of night. You wouldn't get no sleep because you had to watch. I don't care how you tried the booby trap thing. She got around it.
Okay.
And he called them the midnight people or something when they get up at night. And she was busy all the time. And when she was able to walk, she would just walk, go up and down the stairs. We had many problems trying to keep her away from those stairs.
Okay.
And we had the bed downstairs, but somehow she would sneak out of that bed looking for her. She upstairs. We didn't have a problem with her leaving the house. She wasn't a person that left a lot, but she'd go on the porch. That's far as she would go.
Okay.
But yeah, at nighttime she was busy.
a lot of family members feel guilty because they've got to lock things up from their family member, the one that they love, they're taking care of, and they can't let them go, like you said,
Be free.
outside or be free. And, or you had the privilege of taking her at home. There's a lot of people who feel guilty because they had to put their family
In a nursing home.
in a nursing home.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. But some people can't, they don't have the help to do it.
Right.
And it's a strain. If I know some people that did it by themselves, and it's really a strain, and it's bad on your health too. Because you neglect yourself because you're so busy taking care of that person.
Yes.
But I thank God that we worked together and we were able to have time to do what we needed to do.
In order to keep
to
yourselves
keep yourself
together.
up. You gotta take care of yourself. You have to.
And they keep telling you, take care of yourself so you're able to take care of your family
That's
member.
true.
And a lot of people, it's like, well, I can't go to the doctor because I got to take care of mom. You know, and if you don't have anybody there, and this is where I would love to really get to have people understand, there are resources out there. Your doctor was your resource.
Right.
And I mean, you probably could ask him anything and everything and he could refer you. But a lot of people, I'm going to say it, don't have the insurance coverages they need.
Yes.
And they're stuck. Okay, what do I do now? I don't know how to take care of this and I don't have anybody coming in.
Right. That's true.
And see, this was what? How many years ago?
She died in 2017.
Yeah. And so we've had a lot more resources now than we did before.
Right. It's getting better now for caregivers, and people just need to, and I know AARP is trying very hard to even get them paid.
Yes.
For it, because it's actual work, although you're taking care of your family, but you're still taking away from things that you're doing, and they're trying to get them paid for at least 20 hours a week.
And a lot of government things, they're trying to say, no, that's a family member, and yes, you should take care of them without it. But see, what they truly don't understand is where you're getting the resources if you can't go out to earn your keep. How are you supposed to take care of them without any funds?
That's hard.
Especially if they don't have any insurances or anything coming through, and you have all of these things that are coming against you, and it's weighing on your mind because you want to take care of your family member.
That's true. But we didn't have that problem. I thank God she had a doctor that looked out for everything. He even had to come and start cutting the medicine down because when they don't move a lot, things start dropping like the blood pressure, this and that, because it took blood pressure pills away and, you know, just certain things you have to lower because they're not moving, they're not doing. So he was on top of everything, and he made sure she had everything.
Okay, and like back to those pills, like this person had all these different pills coming at them, and being an elderly person, she was sharp now. She's still sharp, and she's getting these pills together, and she's still, and they're changing her pills. Every time she goes to the doctor, they would change it. And family's there, but they're only there so much.
For a little while.
Yes.
They should make sure the medicine is okay, though.
They were trying, but they were even getting confused. Because the doctors, you got specialty doctors who are coming in, and they're giving one thing. And so as a family member, you're on top of the specialist who's giving one thing, and then someone else is giving this one, and they're contradicting each other. And it's like you become a pharmacist.
That could be bad, too.
Yes.
Because the person could overdose or take too many pills and have a reaction. Oh, that's terrible.
There's a lot to learn in taking care of family members, and you want to be there for them. You know, and it's like you're learning, not just taking the blood pressure, taking the blood sugars, taking, making sure that they're exercising. Oh, you become a physical therapist too.
Everything, because she wouldn't do nothing for the physical therapy. He would come out and she would try to walk and she'd get mad and she just stopped. So we had to help her up and down, move her to the wheelchair. We learned how to do it. Then we had the guys, you know, brother-in-law, my husband, he would help sometimes. He worked, but my brother-in-law was there all the time because he was right next door.
Okay.
And, you know, the boys, my son and Irvin, you know, her grandsons, they would always be there to help out. And Tasha was just a dream, you know, that was her girl. And the daughters, they helped out. So she had everybody rallying around her. She was spoiled. Mm-hmm.
And I like the way you said that,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of people not only feel guilty, they feel burdened
Yes.
by taking care of that family member. It's not a treat anymore.
No. They
They
should
feel,
get joy.
yeah. And
Because I don't know, but my mom, she took care of everybody.
okay,
She loved everybody.
okay,
She fed people, they stayed there, so we didn't know no other way to be.
okay,
And when she got like that and she was saying, I don't have anybody but God to send somebody, but we were already there
okay,
because that's the way she raised us and we
okay,
loved her. But a
okay.
lot of people, their parents don't treat them that way and they don't feel like they should do anything for them.
Yes,
That's what
yes,
it's all about.
yes. And
Mm-hmm.
they feel like she wasn't there, they weren't there for me, so
Right.
why am I here for them?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, just put them in a nursing home. And a lot of nursing homes don't treat
No,
the elderly the way your
no,
loved
they
one
don't.
would
They
be.
don't. They don't. And one thing about them that I discovered, I was there every day.
Mm-hmm.
And just happened to see one day that they hadn't had her dressed. They get them up and get them dressed early in the morning.
Right.
But this particular day, I saw her behind,
Ooh.
and it was sores everywhere. And I had a fit.
See?
And I said, well, why is she like that? I said, y'all leaving her in the bed wet. She's being, because they sit up. I said, but you're not changing her.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
And that was the biggest thing. That turned into a disaster at the end. It turned into a disaster.
I'm going to go a little bit further. Okay, a lot of people don't have the kind of care
Mm-hmm.
that they need in these things. I've learned recently about what they call this long-term care insurance.
Okay.
Okay, did your family member, did they have that
No,
for her?
we
Okay,
didn't have that.
so,
We were the long-term care. That's who that was her long-term care.
okay,
But a lot of people, that's what they're doing now. You
right,
know, to be able to help people come in and pay them. That's to help
right,
others come in. I was watching a program the other day that they were able to pay someone to come in like 4 hours a day to
okay,
help, with the family members because they were still working.
okay,
But thank God we were retired and we
okay,
were all able to take care of her the way she
yeah.
needed to be taken care
Okay,
of.
so this is to the people out there. Make sure you look into the
Hmm.
long-term care insurance,
Right.
because you never know.
That's true.
You might have an accident and you might, not be able to take care of your family member,
Right.
and then what? And it's hard because you want to be there
Hmm.
sometimes. Okay,
Yeah.
but so it's something we need to look into. And you mentioned AARP.
Right.
A lot of people don't like to pay that annual fee
Hmm. To get those books with
to
all that information
to
in
get
it. It's a
a
lot of
that's a
information in
lot of
that. Hmm.
information that they're passing down to people
Hmm.
who are elderly, who are going to be going through this. And AARP goes before the government
Yes.
to try to get things passed so that those who are in the situations as you
Right.
were will get some rights, to get
Some
some
help.
finances, to get some help to people coming in.
Yeah.
I looked in the area of agency for aging, and it's the 1B, and a lot of people have direct care programs for seniors,
Hmm.
and they give you monies.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize there's money out there to help you take care of. You had mentioned about people coming in and people being paid. Your family members might have been be able to be paid for taking care of it. And this is what this is, that area for agency on aging.
Hmm.
And they also have a Detroit agency area on aging.
Hmm.
And that one is more for those who have disabilities.
Right.
Alzheimer's is a disability,
It is.
okay?
Yes, it is. It's a terrible
It is.
disability.
And you have to have finances to what? Lock the doors,
Hmm.
put the
Everything.
things on it to prevent them from hurting themselves.
Everything. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
They're
you,
like little children. They get into more stuff than a child do. Because it's
mhm.
like they just flip back and their minds are just, you don't know what their mind is on. but it's always on something.
Yes,
Then
we've
that's
even
what I can
had
say.
some of them climb on cabinets
Hmm.
and stuff to get there because they don't know you, and
Right.
so they're fighting
Yeah.
against you. So it's a lot that's going on. They also have the National Alliance for Caregiving, and this is take care
Okay.
of the person who's taking care of it, and they're helping the families keep the family member in the
In the
home.
home, yes.
You've got resources out there. And then we've got the Behavior and Physical Health and Aging Administration,
Wow. Okay.
which is part of the Department of Health and Human Services.
Okay.
And these are things that we can avail ourselves
Hmm.
of. And then we've got the Elder Law of Michigan. This is where I'm glad that Mama had you guys,
Hmm.
but there are a lot of people who need to set up some kind of way of being able to taking care of
Right.
themselves
Okay.
before they get to the point where they need to be taken care of.
Okay.
And this is where elder law comes into play.
Okay. I've heard about that.
Yes.
And the area agent, I don't think they did anything much for us because I did call them.
Okay.
Someone said call them, but she had the good insurance and everything, and she was able to get everything that she needed. And a lot of times they go by how much you get a month and
Yes.
everything, and it just cuts right into the needs of the person. If you get too much money, you can't get the resources.
And that's
It's,
one of
it's
the things
odd.
AARP is going to start fighting us
Right.
for.
I'm glad.
Because you shouldn't be based on your income
Right.
level.
That's true.
It should be based on what your need
Okay.
is.
That's
And
true.
this is why we're really having this thing about families. And we'll be seeing more and more, like I said, more and more people are taking care of their elderly
That's
parents.
true. And we're getting there too.
Yeah, okay.
We're getting there. Hmm. And it's really something to think about.
It is. It
Hmm.
is. And it's something when you've got your family is saying, okay, I'll be there for you.
Right.
And a lot of people don't have
No, they
families who will
don't.
say they're going to be there for you.
Mhm.
And that's not what the Word of God says.
No, family's supposed to stick together,
Thank
love
you.
one another,
Yes.
help one another, support one another. We're
Yes.
supposed to do all that.
Yes.
Hmm.
And a lot of them don't.
Hmm.
We've got to really start sticking together.
Right, right. That's what's wrong with the world now.
Uh-oh.
It
Uh-oh.
is. That's another subject, but
Yes.
that's what's wrong with the world now. We just don't try to, oh, let them go. He getting
Yes.
on my nerve. I don't call it, let him go. We don't try to help. Try to get a person together, because we don't know. We may need that person that we telling to let them go. That'd be the person to come back to help you.
Yes.
That's what the word says.
And what I remember I said now, it's the grandparents that are taking care of the grandchildren.
Yeah,
You treat your parent wrong, you're going to need that parent down the line.
that's true.
And it's like, why are you cursing your mother and father out? Why are you trying to kick them out the house that they, provided for you?
Right.
And it's like, what goes around
Comes around.
comes
You
around. So
reap
we've
what
got,
you sow.
yes, you reap what you
They
sow.
always said that.
And we've got to learn how to take care of each other.
That's true.
And,
That is so true.
and we've got that. And plus, we've got to know that there are resources that are available.
Hmm.
And I don't want us to give up on each other.
No, please don't.
Don't give up on
We're
each
supposed to
other.
help whoever we can. It
Thank
doesn't even
you.
have to be our family.
Uh-oh.
It could be anybody that needs help. We're supposed to help.
Yes.
So,
You said friends came in because they knew how your mother was.
yeah.
And see, we've become so disjointed now.
Right.
And that's not the way we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be a community of giving, of
Right.
loving.
Love. Yeah, that's true.
And that's not the way. So we can talk later.
Okay.
Amen. But I
My
want to
time just
thank
about
you.
up, huh? That was quick.
Amen. So I thank and praise the Lord for our guest,
Hmm.
Rosina Taylor. Amen. And she's
Thank
been
you.
talking about what she had to do in order to take care of her family member. And we discussed some of the resources we have available. And we're going to show this at the end of the show. So I want to make sure to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in every day at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for the Total You. And I'll be with you. Hope to see you again soon. And I love you all.